What's going on, traders? This is Jack with the Trading Tribe. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to go through a ThinkorSwim kind of tip and trick today. I'm going to break down an indicator that I like to use, or a chart that I like to use here on the left, called Cumulative Delta. And I like to talk through kind of why I like to use this and how it can help my trading as well. So first off, feel free to look underneath in the notes section of this video. I'll drop a link on how to import this into your environment, but essentially this is a custom indicator, a custom study. You'd come up here to the funnel, and then you can essentially import the link that I have down in the show notes for this indicator, and it's called the Cumulative Delta TOS. So once you've imported that correctly, you should have an option to bring that forward into your environment. And then in ThinkorSwim, we can essentially have that as its own chart by clicking the settings and then unchecking this price subgraph. So that's how to make essentially an indicator the entire space here, instead of it just being a small pane at the bottom, similar to volume. So I basically overrid the chart with this indicator after I imported it in. And essentially how I'll use this, if we look at the cumulative delta for today on natural gas, which is one of the futures contracts that I like to trade, we can see, right, some really nice pushes higher. And if we look on the chart, right, we can see also an uptrend, right, on this 1 minute intraday chart. We can see gas has essentially just been making really large higher highs, pulling back, and then making new higher highs and new higher highs. On the cumulative delta, right, we can pretty much see that same structure. We can see an uptrend. But what these candles are on the left is it's essentially netting out the buyers and sellers and figuring out who is more aggressive. So these large green candles essentially are when buyers are extremely aggressive and are more aggressive than sellers. These red candles are the opposite. That's when selling is more aggressive than buying. And so this is a really nice way to essentially see behind the candles, right? If there's a ton of market buys hitting the market, there's not really a way to see that on this candlestick chart on the right, right? We can see large moves, but we can't tell if that's because of a passive buyer or an aggressive buyer. Cumulative delta, however, shows that, right? So if we see a huge move on the cumulative delta chart and it's a huge move up or a green candle, right, we can see a bunch of aggressive buying compared to how much aggressive selling was occurring. So it's essentially a really nice way to confirm kind of behind the scenes what's occurring in the market. And I'll use this a lot to really confirm my idea. So if I'm buying on a pullback, for example, I want to see some really aggressive buying out of that pullback into a higher high. That essentially confirms, right, that there were large buyers after me. And it's a really nice way to also time your exits, right? When we see that buying drawing up, right, and we start seeing some aggressive selling or some small candles, right, that kind of shows you that a certain move might be running out of juice or running out of steam. And it can help you on really both sides of your trades, especially when I'm day trading or scalping. This is extremely useful to kind of see who's more aggressive behind the scenes. Hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below, and feel free to like and subscribe to the channel as well for a lot more content like this. I hope it helps your trading. It definitely has helped mine, and we will see you next time. Thanks, everyone.